Hey guys, it's your girl Kim's. Welcome back to Kim's Yard Vibes. So today I'll be doing chicken soup. Now here I cut up pumpkin, Irish, and yam. I have it in water because I don't want it to be discolored. Like, I hate to see discolored yam. As well as for the banana. This is green banana that I peel and have it in water with oil to prevent discoloration. And here I have chicken foot. I cut up some of them in two and some of them I leave whole. Scallion and thyme. And in here I add my pumpkin soup mix. This is tripe, cow skin, and a piece of pigtail. Don't want your looks yet. Okay, so this is just the first step. I'm gonna add more water and then I'm gonna get rolling. So I'm adding the water, not making a lot. And after adding the water, I'll be adding the veggies. Pumpkin. The yam can add last because the yam is very easy to prepare. Like, it's very easy to prepare. So I'm adding the harder ones first, which is the pumpkin. And of course you can cut up a pumpkin fine. I choose not to. What I should have done, I should have diced some of the pumpkin so it can get body. But anyhow, already gone bad. Still gonna have the taste that I want. So I'm adding the pumpkin and the Irish. I'm gonna leave the yam and the banana for last, because those two ingredients, sorry, are easily prepared. Now I'll be adding the chicken foot. Yes, I'll be adding these babies in along with the scallion and thyme. Like, I couldn't bother to cut it up because, you know, it's easier to take out like that. And I have a peg of garlic. I love garlic. I use garlic with everything. Actually, it was 2 cloves of garlic. So I'm just giving it a little stir. We are store it, not store. We are store the pot. So here I'll be adding a quarter stick of butter. It's really happy when you try to talk English and you know you're not good at it. So I add that to it, and I'm just gonna let it come to a boil. If I had green pepper, then I would have used it, but I don't, so I'm just using what I have. Adding a little seasoning to it. And like I said, remember, we're preparing soup, so you don't want to over season the soup. So it's best to taste, you just gradually add as you go, rather than you make one big seasoning and then you end up salty. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more soup mix. This is the spicy. I like the spicy. It's not even as spicy as how, you know, it seems. So I'm adding a little bit to it. Yeah, giving it a stir and let it come to a boil. I have chicken breast that I'm gonna put with it, but you know, I'm gonna add it closer to the ending because the chicken breast cooks very easily. So what is soup without dumpling? We don't call it flour in Jamaica, right? So this is flour. I'm adding a little bit of salt, not much, just a little pinch of salt. Rubbing it together, then I'm gonna add water, little by little. So you don't want to spoil the flour, you don't want to spoil the dough. So like I said, it's best to add as we go, right? Not making a lot, because I'm not really a dumpling lover, but soup don't nice without dumpling. And you know what completes it? Oh my god, pear. It is really called avocado, but we call it pear. So we just work with that. So I'm just gonna mix this into, you know, form a dough. Get everything in one. Yeah, it's a little bit too mushy, so I'm adding a little bit more flour to it so that it can roll easier. I don't know, like, I hear a lot of people say you need the flour, but I don't really know how to do that, so I just mix it as how I can. It tastes the same to me. Even though there's a technique, I assume, I just work with what I can manage. And this is what I can do. So yeah, you get it in a ball. This is how it's supposed to look. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna separate it now like this. You're gonna roll these in circles, but before I go ahead and do that, I'm just gonna separate them. I don't like big dumpling, and people make spinners, so I'm gonna leave a little piece to make the spinners. I'm not a spinners girl. So yeah, 3 dumplings. Okay, so here is just to show how I roll the dough to make the dumpling. And so let me just show you guys how I do it. I roll it in a circle first. This is how I make it. Everybody make it differently. Then I do something like this. And then the outcome is something like this. Right? It's not perfect, but it's dumpling. So yeah, this is how I'm gonna make the dumplings, and I'll be adding it to the pot. So I'll be doing the rest, and then you see the follow-up. Okay, so this is how you make the spinners. You just roll it in circle and just rub your hands together, and you have this shape. So it's as simple as that. So I'm gonna make 3 of those. I don't even like them, but I just make it. It's somewhat like tradition here in Jamaica, so I'm just gonna work with it. So as you can see here, I already made the dumplings. I'm gonna add them to the soup. Yes, add these babies. I made more than I said I was gonna make. So yeah, and the spinners, 2 little spinners, add them same way. You want to make sure so the soup cover up the dumpling. Ooh, so that you can cook properly, right? So now I feel like adding the yam. So I'm gonna add the yams now. This is the yam. Like I said, I had it in some water to prevent discoloration. And yeah, this is a banana, so I'm adding them too. The heat is real. Oh my gosh. Alright then, so I'll make sure everything cover up. And chicken soup don't normally have like a pretty color. It normally pale in color, because there's nothing much to give it the color than the pumpkin and the soup mix, right? So this is how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna let it cook, the food cook, and you know, thicken up a little bit. It's not gonna be a thick soup either. Chicken soup is not a thick soup, right? So give some more minutes and we're almost there. Okay, so here I have chicken breast. I have this one that was seasoned before. As you can see, the season soaking, and this I just seasoned. So I basically cut out the breast in small pieces, and then now I'm gonna add it to the soup. Yes. Ooh. What is chicken soup without a lot of chicken? And I use the breast because I'm not really a breast lover, so I use it in these type of cooking, you know, where you don't necessarily have to worry about the breast being dry or anything of the sort. So I'm gonna give it a stir. Cut just a bubble. Yes, so giving it a little stir. And just make everything cook up. It maybe need a little bit more water, but I really don't want a lot of soup because I don't want it to waste. So I just might cover it up and let the heat do the rest. So what is not covered completely, the heat will automatically cook it. See, it's not thick, and it will never be thick. Even though the pumpkin is in it, it still would never be thick. Let me mash out some of the pumpkin. Give it a little bit more body. when you mash up the pumpkin. Alright, so give it some more time. It's been cooking for around 15-20 minutes now. But you know, it not have to be so long, but meat extra, and then I add the meat last. I have to give the meat, the chicken some time to actually cook, which won't be for long. So this is basically finished. Look how pretty it is. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have dinner. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Pot just a bubble, so I'm gonna turn it off now, and then I'm a plate. Yes, and one more thing, I did cook the chicken for a time, so it's been on since I had the chicken for like 10 minutes. Like I said, the chicken cooked very easily and it's small pieces, so yeah, don't need to overcook it. So what I did first, I shared the dumpling, the banana, the chicken foot, chicken breast, the pigtail. I had a piece of pigtail and I had a little tripe in it too. I just put what I had in the fridge, right? So after I do that, and I'm gonna add the soup now. Yes, adding a little bit more of the soup. I'm using a cup and I'm not filling it up too much. So this is how the soup looks. Wow, why did that butter have to drop? I mean, the steam is not allowing me to show you guys. Should I wait until it's cool? Okay, so this is it. This is the best that I can do. It is so yummy. And it's nice to prepare when you're sick. I mean, when you're sick, you're gonna have less meat in it, just mostly like the soup and maybe like the chicken. And you know, this is dinner. So yummy. So yummy. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell. Bye y'all.